go on, my people, checking in Sports with the Bone here again, keeping you guys informed as per usual. Alright, so basically what I want to talk about today is a ruling that was handed down by the Federal Supreme Court in Switzerland that involved South African middle distance runner Caster Semenya. Now, people that are following sports, especially track and field, would be aware of Caster Semenya and some of the things that she has been going through throughout her career. I mean, Caster Semenya is an athlete that she has way more testosterone than the average female. Now, it was last year that track and field personnel had passed a ruling saying, here what? If you have a certain amount, a certain level of testosterone as a female athlete, then you will have to take a treatment that they will be giving out, and this treatment will involve them giving you some form of substance to reduce your testosterone level. Now, Caster Semenya had taken this to the CAS, that's the Court of Arbitration for Sports, and they handed down a ruling saying that, well, they are working with what the Federation is saying, that boy, if you have certain amount of level of testosterone as a female athlete, you need to take testosterone reduction in order to compete in any event that is 400 meter and up. Caster Semenya, however, decided that, here what, this is how I was born and I am not going to do anything to alter my condition. So she took it to the Federal Supreme Court in Switzerland and was hoping that they would overturn the ruling. However, it was Tuesday of this week that the Supreme Court gave a ruling saying that, boy, they are siding with the Court of Arbitration for Sports, that once you are a female athlete and you show a certain amount of testosterone, then in order to compete in 400 meter events and upward, then you have to take the reduction drug that they have there. And I want to say this is ironic, you know, because this is the same governing body that is saying, here what, we want a clean sport, we don't want our athletes to be taking any form of enhancement. And when you look at it, this athlete Caster Semenya, she was born this way, as in, you know, she really show a high level of testosterone, and this is the way that she was born. And I mean, throughout her career she has been going through, and I mean, if the organization is saying that, boy, they want a clean sport and they don't want anybody to be taking any drug, I personally don't believe so, boy, you should try and reduce anything that is in an athlete that they, you know, I mean, she was born with a higher testosterone level than the average female, but I can see how the same federation that's saying, boy, we need a clean sport, we don't want any form of drug, going decides you're going to inject an athlete with a particular type of drug in order to try and reduce her testosterone level, you know. So, boy, I can't really see through it. And I mean, Caster Semenya, she has been going through so much throughout her career. So, boy, she basically was hoping that this would be a victory for her, in the sense that the Supreme Court, the Federal Supreme Court of in Switzerland, would give a ruling in her favor. However, they sided with the Court of Arbitration for Sports. So, based on what is happening now, it is a strong possibility that we might not be seeing Caster Semenya on the track again, if it is the case that she decides that, boy, she's not going to take this this thing that they're offering. Because at the end of the day, Caster Semenya is always of the opinion that, boy, this is how she was born, and she don't think they should do anything to try and you know, take away anything from her. So if she's still holding on to this stance, and the ruling is there that, boy, if your testosterone level too high, you cannot compete in a certain event. And when you look at it, the 400 meter and the 800 meter is what Caster Semenya is really known for. The athlete is now 29, so it's not like she's young in her career and can decide, say, boy, she's going to switch to the 100 meter or the 200 meter. I mean, she had indicated that boy she going try and compete in the 200-meter event, but at age 29, it is going to be a bit technical for her to make a complete switch. So if it is the case that the governing body don't retract on their stance and say, all right, here what? It's a natural thing, your testosterone, so we're going to leave you. If they don't retract, and if Caster Semenya decides, boy, I am not going to make her do anything, then probably we have seen the loss of Caster Semenya where competing is concerned. I mean, I am hoping that this won't be the case because she's a very talented athlete. I mean, she's very dominant over 800 meters. She's very dominant over 800 meters. And I have seen where commentators have even gone to the extreme length to say, boy, sometimes when Caster Semenya lose a race in the 800 meter, it is because of her wanting to take away some amount of attention from herself why she end up lose that race. They are saying that is how dominant she is as regards to the 800 meter. But when you look at it, I don't think that, I mean, we all know that if your testosterone level is very high, then you are expected to be stronger than the average female. You are going to, it is expected that you are going to be able to train for an extended period of time. But if we should look at it from a logical point of view, then we would have to take a look at the 800 meter world record for female, and this record isn't held by Caster Semenya, and I have not heard anything where anybody have come out and say, boy, the athlete that is currently the world record holder, they had a certain amount of testosterone. That is why they were she was able to run that fast. So I mean, even if Caster Semenya, has a higher level of testosterone than the average female, she is still not running as fast as the person as the world record. Say the world record is whatever the world record is for the 800 meter. Caster Semenya is still not running that fast. So even though her testosterone level is higher than the average female, I don't see why you're going to say, boy, she not compete with female. I mean, I have even heard where sports journalists are saying that, boy, the mere fact that she has gone and married to a female, she dressed like male more than how she dressed like female. This is in a sense, say, boy, this is even playing against her. I mean, if she want dress like male, and if she want married to female, this shouldn't have anything to do with the sport. Once, boy, when a person born, you get a thing there, a gender. If she identifies as a female and she's a female, it no matter if her testosterone level high, it no matter. When she's a female, she's supposed to be allowed to participate or to compete with the other females, no matter how high the testosterone level is. And I mean, 29, she probably would have 3-4 more years at the highest level competing, and it would be really sad to see that she's not able to compete in her pet event, which is the 800 meters, simply because of this ruling. I mean, the persons in higher up, they know what they are doing and they know why they are making these type of ruling. But as a sports fan, my opinion on this is that she's a female athlete, then she should be allowed to compete with female athletes. You cannot be contrary to your belief, because if you as an organization saying, boy, we don't want any form of drug in the sport, then I don't think that you should do anything to try and hamper how this athlete is naturally. You understand? And I mean, shortly after the ruling came down, Caster Semenya took to Twitter, and I'm just basically going to paraphrase because I don't remember exactly what the quote said, but shortly after the ruling came down, Caster Semenya took to her I think it was Instagram or Twitter, and she just made a statement. She said, boy, she know who she is, and she will not allow anybody to change her. So it is very interesting. It is going to be an interesting couple of weeks to come. So yeah man, that is basically what I wanted to address today. Caster Semenya is up against it, and this isn't the first time in her career that she has been up against something like this. So we are awaiting to see what the result will be. But at the end of the day, she's a female athlete. Doesn't matter how high her testosterone level is, allow her to compete with the regular female athletes, and do not try to ban her from competing in certain events because her testosterone level is high. I don't see where this is fair. But that is just my view. What say you? Sports to the bone, keeping you informed. Please remember to like, share, leave a comment. If you have not yet subscribed, remember to subscribe to the channel. I'm out. Peace.